Hi everyone, thank you for coming to see this video. My name is Monty. I'm a psychic clairvoyant, um, tarot card reader, spiritual healer. You're all welcome here, guys. Thank you so much for coming. Now tonight, I have been pushed very hard by spirit to make this oil, and it is an oil for our beloved Queen Nefertiti. What can I say about her now? If you've been watching my channel for a while, you guys will know that I am connected to her, or to Egypt basically, and the country of Sudan ancestrally, which is Upper and Lower Egypt. I have ancestors from both. And I'm mixed with European ancestry and other parts of Africa as well. So I have a very broad background, but I am connected through lineage to the area of Luxor, and also in Cairo, a place called Wadi Halfa in Sudan, in the north of the Sudan. So Nefertiti is very familiar to me. Her energy is very familiar to me, and she is one of my spirit guides. It is very rare that this happens, so I feel very grateful, and I feel privileged really to have her as a spirit guide. I will be saying things in this video that will hopefully prove that with time. I'm sure they will, as far as she's concerned. That's what she told me, and she's asked me to make her oil. This recipe, it was handed out down through generations. It's a very powerful oil. Now, Queen Nefertiti oil is an oil for the attraction of love, and it will be a very sexual love, okay? But it is also very good for any kind of love connection, any kind of love. Now, the oil in its nature is a little bit karmic as well, which means that it's basically, when you put this oil on, if you're a divine feminine and then you embody the energy of Nefertiti, she will protect you from people who are trying to take you for a ride, and they will receive their karma. So if you want to make sure that you are protected in that sense, she's very good at doing that, okay? Now, she had a daughter, Queen Nefertiti, and she was and she is also stands very firmly for women's rights, and all the divine feminines, obviously, energies. She views them as either divine feminine or masculine, and she is, as we know, it's like either divine masculine or divine feminine or mixed energy. And it's absolutely incredible, this oil. I mean, I can't talk about it enough. I have used it myself. I have seen other people use it. I've learned the recipe from my grandmother. God bless her soul. And before we make the oil, it is customary for us to give people a small introduction about Queen Nefertiti, because there's things that she doesn't like about what's being said about her today, okay? And I'm giving her a voice tonight because I think this is something that she really wants people to know, okay? She really wants people to know. I mean, I was surprised she was really passionate about this, things that she wants people to know. First of all, what she said to me is that she was the wife of the Pharaoh Akhenaten, okay, 18th dynasty Egypt, 1370 BC, I think, around that time. And Akhenaten is the love of her life. He's the only man that she loves. So this oil is also good for soulmate unions. Very good to bring two soulmates together, or even to reunite twin flames, okay? Now, her name, Nefertiti, means the beautiful one has come, okay? It's a small. It's pronounced according to her, because I was sat down with her before I made this video to ask her exactly what she wanted, because I know that she's very, very precise, and if I don't do things right, she won't be happy with me, and I can't have that. Okay, I care about her too much and about her spirit too much. She's like a mother to me, like a grandmother, like, you know, great grandmother. So I have to do things the way she wants. So she is the wife of Akhenaten at that time. In that time of history, they ruled both Upper and Lower Egypt, which is today's Egypt in the map, and the country of Sudan in the map. Okay, these two countries used to be one country, and they used to be known as Upper and Lower Egypt. But they included, at that time, it included Ethiopia as well, and it went all the way down to Uganda. Okay, and I think all of the women from this region were known as women of, like, either from Upper Egypt or Lower Egypt. Upper Egypt was the today's country that's known as Sudan, and that's because the Nile flows from Sudan downwards into today's Egypt on the map, and then it goes out onto the Mediterranean Sea. Okay, so because they are highlands and the Nile flows down them, that's why they're called Upper and Lower Egypt. Okay, now let me go back to Nefertiti. Now, she is, one thing she hates, and I think this will surprise many people, is the bust that they have of her today in the museums. Or in, like, for example, shops, antique shops or whatever. Okay, this bust, she despises it. Okay, and I had one. I bought one. I knew that was, I had bought one a long time ago. My grandmother never had any busts of her, and you banned them. And I had forgotten about that. I went and I bought one from a really nice shop here. I spent a lot of money on it. And then I put it on my altar. And the next day when I woke up, the bust itself was burned. Okay, burned with fire to nothing. She's very, very upset about that bust. She's saying, because her name means the beautiful one has come, she said she's like a million times more beautiful than the bust that they show of her today. Okay, and she looked different from it. I don't know what that means, and I'm not going to say whether this bust is authentic or not. I don't know. I mean, she said that women from that era, this is generally what they used to look like from the area, and what the head dress is especially. But it's not her. The bust is not her. Okay, and she said that very clearly. She's very angry about that. Obviously, she has a temper, you know. She's from a very hot country, or countries. Now, as far as her parents, they are both from Upper Egypt, okay, or today is known as Sudan, and they're from the region of the border between today's Egypt and today's Sudan, which is Upper Egypt and Lower Egypt. From that area, okay, there's an area called Wadi Halfa in that area, and that her parents, her father was from that place, and then her mother was from Meroe. Is that right? Yeah, she said right. Okay, her mother was from Meroe, a place called Meroe, which is where the Pharaoh kingdom started from. It's Nubia. Okay. She was not from Cairo. She's not from the north, and she's very explicit about that. Okay, the bust is not. It's not similar to how she looked. Okay, so I'm repeating that. So if you have any busts of her, I told I told you what happened with mine. So you're free to do whatever you want with the bust that you have, but it angers her. Doesn't please her. Okay, so I'm not gonna dictate to people what to do, but because I don't know everyone personally, but this is what she told me. Okay, sorry, I'm a little bit serious, because she is serious with me about all this. Okay, now she's also said that her and Akhenaten was not from this planet. She said that Akhenaten was from a place beyond Sirius. I tried to check on the map with her, and she said that it was on, it's called Dwarf Canis Major galaxy, around that area, okay? But he's definitely not from here, she said, okay? She's from Earth, 100%, but he wasn't, she said. She said that also something that she wants people to know is that when they see the depictions of the sun disk, they did not worship the sun disk. They worshipped the Lord of the sun disk. And I heard that very clear from her, which is the Most High God. They believed in the one God, okay? So they worshipped the Lord of the sun disk. There are also things that she's concerned about in the history that is out, you know, for the public today. If you go online, you'll find depictions of her, things that they found in archaeology. They say she's smiting someone and that her throne was decorated with the faces or the heads of the people that she smited. And she's absolutely devastated by that. She said this has nothing to do with the truth. That woman that she was holding her head and lifting something up in the air, it was a blessed item. She would, at that time, she would convert them to her subjects, but in a kind way. So she would bless the person by putting her, you know, the hand on the head, which with the thing that she's holding, which connects the energy, she said, okay? It wasn't smiting. The faces on her throne represented the people that became her subjects, or from her country after that. Basically, it's like making people from her country, she said, that she welcomed in, and she was proud of giving people a nice place to stay and a happy place to be, okay? So that's as far as she's concerned, okay? Another thing that she said is that she ruled by her husband's side, but she never took the title of queen like Queen Hatshepsut. She only ruled until her husband had passed on, I think, and then after that she was operating within the role of her husband, but not as queen or king. Okay, so she was like kind of just directing people on what to do and stuff like that, okay? And she said that she did change at that time there was a struggle between the people who worship this one God that we worship today, the Lord of the Sun, or the Lord of everything, and she and the Most High, and there was a struggle between the other parts of the kingdom who wanted the old traditions of Amun, and Amun-Ra, and etc. Yeah, there were many gods, a battalion of gods. Okay, so she said that to keep the peace, she had to change it back after Akhenaten passed away. There came a point when she became unhappy with what was going on, and she migrated back south. She was not buried in the pyramids. And she said that time will prove that. Her body is in the country known as Sudan today, in a place where her father is from, north, very close to the southern border of Egypt. Another thing that she said that she was famous for her beauty and everything, of being fair and she's very sweet. She had very famous for her lips. I don't know what that means, but her lips were very beautiful and she was famous for them. So she said they will find things with her lips being highlighted on them or like kind of marked up. And was like she was famous for the most beautiful lips in Upper and Lower Egypt. She was very proud of that, okay? Is there anything else she wants me to say? Let me see. Is there anything else? Yeah? What else? What is that? Oh, how you passed on, how you passed on. Okay, so she's saying that she passed away with, she was not killed. Okay, this is very important. Okay, she was not killed. She died with an ailment that had to do with the chest. Okay, it was what's today known as cancer. Okay, of the lungs. Okay, so God bless her soul. This is how she passed on, she said. Okay, she said she wants people to know that. Okay, because people keep saying, she said that people keep saying that she was murdered and that she was fleeing and that she was killed by Akhenaten, and she said these are very hurtful things to her in spirit. She doesn't want to hear them because they are not the truth. Is that all? Yeah, that's all. Okay, guys, thank you so much for being patient with me so far. Okay, I'm going to give you the recipe of her oil. And like I said, it's very powerful for love, very sexual, and very protective of the divine feminine. Okay, so when someone uses this oil, if a divine masculine messes with a feminine that is wearing this oil, they will 100,000% and above get their karma, and it comes back in multiples. She will make sure of that. Okay, that's what she's saying. Okay, so I wouldn't mess with her if I was a divine masculine, but we'll see. We'll see how this goes. Okay, so the first thing that I'm going to add to this to make the oil with is, the first thing is myrrh. Okay, she's the beautiful resin. I'm using the essential oil of myrrh. Okay, it's gorgeous oil. Now she loves the number 6, so she said I should start with 16 drops of myrrh. So let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. She's very excited about the oil, by the way. She's so happy. Okay, right. And she's more happy about these things, like the historical things. They're important to her. So people know, who come across this video will know the real her, she said. Okay, so this is the myrrh, the first thing I've added. The next ingredient is Lotus, okay, essential oil. Okay, I can't reveal the brand obviously, but the Lotus essential oil is double the myrrh. Okay, so it will have to be 32 drops lotus oil. Okay, so let's go. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 29, 30, 31, 32. Okay, wonderful. And then the next ingredient is Gardenia. Okay, the Gardenia will be half of the myrrh. So the myrrh was 16 drops. It's going to be 8 drops of gardenia. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then the last but not least ingredient is lemon essential oil. Okay, and the lemon essential oil is 8 drops as well, similar to the gardenia. Okay, so just gonna cover the brand here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah. Okay. And then the next ingredient is going to be lily of the valley, or muguet. We only 2 drops of lily of the valley essential oil. Yeah. One. It's a very precious oil, lily of the valley oil, but it smells amazing. Okay. Right. Now, the myrrh is very good. It's a very, it resembles the divine feminine. I'm just going to talk about the ingredients quickly, just a small mention of what they do. The myrrh is about protection and divine feminine energy, protection against harm. Okay. It's also a very cleansing essence. The lotus is about awakening of the senses. Okay, and spiritual connections. As I said, soulmates, for example, it's a very good oil for them. And it's for the lotus awakens people to true love. So if someone is far from you, they were with you before and they've gone far, it will reawaken them. Okay, so it can bring someone back as well. This oil is very powerful. The gardenia is also a very protective scent. It is not also, but it is for pure love and purity in love. The lemon is for lust. As I said, it's a very sexual oil, and it's also protective. Okay, so if you notice, this oil has 2 sides to it. One that's a bit karmic, like I said, which is protective of the divine feminine, and the other one is for love. Okay, and it has elements of purity, of spirituality and stuff like that on the other side of it, but also a strong sexuality. Okay. Then the lily of the valley is for a very well-known scent throughout, Europe and the world, for its power in drawing in love, and especially when it comes to, forever love, because her love with Akhenaten, monogamous, forever love, unbreakable. Even after he passed on, there was no other man. She just stayed alone until her time came. Okay. So that's it, yeah. She's very, very passionate like that. Now, other things that I'm going to add, as I have here. The first thing I'm going to add to this oil is, you see how this one, she put it out of my hand. She's with me, she's overseeing all this. So she wants to tell you that you need to add a balm of Gilead if you have one. These ingredients are not necessary, but if you have them, they're good. The essential oils are enough. This balm of Gilead is very good at mellowing things out and making people gel together really well, and it's a very healing plant. Then you add 1 balm of Gilead. Okay, 1 balm of Gilead only. Okay, she's very specific about that. 2 cloves. Okay, and they look like 2 people, don't they? But the cloves are to increase the power of the oil, and they are also protective, and they have a commanding element to them. Okay, as well, in a sweet way. Always when you want to command a lover, or you want to be with someone, you do it in a sweet way. These things work through peace, not through, you know, aggression. Because sometimes you give people a commanding oil or something like that and they go and shout at people and it doesn't work. You don't shout at people, you do things sweetly and then they will work. And then the last thing that I will add to it is the lotus, this lotus seed, okay? So lotus seed. Now the lotus seed, break it like this, okay, before you add it, because, or a lotus pod it's called, yeah? You break it like this. When you break it like this, you remove obstacles from your path that have to do with love, okay? Break it into many pieces and then add it into the oil. Add the carrier oil that she loves the most is almond essential oil, okay? This is her favorite, or almond oil, yeah? For example, when I did the oil for Cleopatra, we usually use traditionally sunflower oil because she's connected to the sun, Cleopatra. Nefertiti is much more, she's a lot more like, I don't know, she's very loyal, her energy is very fixed, okay? Because I think she's an Aquarius, Nefertiti, okay? One thing she wants to mention is that almond oil is good, but she said if you have any other oil, it's fine. You fill the bottle to the top, and then you shake it. You say a prayer over it, okay, and you just pray for what you want. You wear it. The way you use it is you put a few drops on your hand, 6 drops. Remember, she connects to the number 6, okay. 6 drops on your right hand, not the left one, the right one. Rub your hands together, start from the soles of your feet, go up your body, up your arms, and into the hair. Spirits love the hair. I have long hair, they go nuts on it when I put any oils on it or stuff like that. So they they love the hair. It's like it, but you know, it's just in that direction. It's from the earth, you pull the goodness up to you. You pull all of the energies up to your crown, up to your head, okay? This oil you'll find people being enamored with you. You'll find people treating you really nicely, even nicer than they were before. If you have someone, a lover or someone like that, they'll be captivated by you. It will really, it's a very sexual oil, so there's gonna be a lot of action, okay? So, you know, and it will make you very, like, sexually attractive to another person as a divine feminine, okay, when you do that to the masculine. She said, in the other oil, I add crystals and things like that to make the oil stronger, and because Cleopatra, there are certain crystals that she liked. You can check her video out, the video of her oil out. But with Nefertiti, don't add any crystals, okay? She does not want any crystals. She's quite bossy. I'm sorry, sometimes maybe you can pick it up on my voice because her energy is with me at the moment. I'm literally sweating, okay? I do not like to upset her because she's very sweet and very gentle and such a beautiful, like, soul, and like, it's like the kind of person that you can never want to upset. It's important to me. It's not because I'm scared or I'm worried or anything. It's because her energy makes you respect her and want to do what she wants. Exactly like she wants, because she is very special, very sensitive as well, but quite tolerant at the same time. Very strong woman. So this is the oil, you guys. I hope you've enjoyed this video, and I thank you for listening to the information that she's given us. Let me just ask her if there's anything else. Is there anything else? No? Okay, thank you. She said well done. Okay, so that's it, yeah? That's it. One thing I'm going to say before I leave is there's another name that she has, Nefertiti, which is the name that she had after her husband passed away, I believe. Is that right? After he passed away? Yeah. Nefertiti, yeah. Nefertiti. And then her name Nefertiti, yeah, it's not pronounced Nefertiti, like they say today. It's Nefertiti, Tati, okay? Tati, like Neferteyti. Yeah, I think that would be like kind of how you pronounce it. That's the best way. If you want to call on her, she will help you. If you want new love, if you want to strengthen a relationship, if you want to reawaken love, this oil is great for all of these things. Always remember, guys, when you manifest, I manifest with, put everything in the hands of God, and I don't specify anyone specific. For example, okay, when I do manifest for love, for myself or for a client, so it's not a good idea to mention someone's name specifically unless you know them already and you're in love with them and you want them to return to you. Okay, this oil commands attention. It increases your allure and your beauty. When you wear it, you will become a queen. You will become a royal queen. Okay, and when you become a royal queen, you need to embody that energy. Okay, Nefertiti is very classy. She will never shout, she will never scream, she will never fight. Verbally, she will never do anything like that. Okay, so be gentle, be sweet, be suave, be kind of cool when you wear it. And, you know, she is a woman of few words. She doesn't talk a lot, okay? So kind of embody that energy, but she's very graceful and, you know, very beautiful. And you will feel that energy, a very warm and grounding energy once you put the oil on. Okay, leave everything in the hands of the divine. Let go of the outcome in the end. That's the most important part. Leave it up to the divine, up to God. I leave it up to God. And God will bring the person that is right for you at the right time that He knows is best. Okay, and if you believe in the universe or whatever you believe in, just ask what you believe in and leave the outcome up to them completely. Okay, you guys? We love you all very much, whoever you are, wherever you are from. God, this was such a such an intense video, but I think she deserves it. Okay, and I'm grateful that she gave me the chance to do this for her. Remember, you guys, please like, share, and subscribe. It means a lot to me and to Queen Nefertiti. She would love it because she wants people to know about her history, you know, the right history about her. So if you guys do that, believe me, you'll see some kind of blessing that comes to you from her over the next week or so. I'm 100% sure, okay? Because she never goes back on her word. Also, you can comment as well, whether you want to say anything in the comment or have any questions. I'd be more than glad to answer them. And also your experiences with the oil after you start using it, you guys, okay? Thank you. You're all amazing, gorgeous, beautiful, powerful people, queens. Everyone who's attended, may you be blessed with protection, with love, the most amazing spiritual connection that you've ever had, the most amazing sexual connection that you've ever had. May you be cherished and adored by everyone and by your lover especially. May this oil heal you and heal the person you are with and make you amazing together. May it draw in wealth to you as well, and may you have the best of health. Okay, Queen Nefertiti is very powerful. She can do a lot of different things. It's not just about love. So when you wear this oil, you're gonna start to see like really a lot of things happening in a positive way from my experience. Okay, and it doesn't just, you know, stop at the love. Okay, I love you guys so much. I'll leave you guys now. Stop talking. Thank you so much, and I will see you guys in your next video, reading or oil or card of the day or a UFO or a fairy like the ones I have on the channel. I love you all. Be blessed. Thank you so much for being here.